Can you turn that off? You think it's just gonna?
Oh yeah. Quality was way better.
Hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to, what do we call it, Brandon? We call it the smartest dumb show on the internet. No, the smartest dumb show, because the show is smart because it's me talking about interesting topics, whatever you guys want to talk about, but it's dumb because I'm on Instagram live drinking. So it's the smartest dumb show on the internet. And that's where we're at. Cheers, everybody. Oh yeah, I got to put all my beers up here for the scenery. You know, everyone has a different job. And my job is to get drunk on Instagram. I can hear my echo over there.
No.
What's up, everybody? Wave. Do you think if I gave out more money for the show, more people would show up?
Maybe.
I feel rich just by tuning in. Boom. Drink and grow rich, baby. Joey G, did you listen to me and Hacker's first podcast? Because 20 minutes ago, we just ended our second podcast. And I don't know, my instincts told me. I've done 70 podcasts. I've had famous people on. I've had big guests. I've done solo ones. My instincts told me to do a stretch of episodes with a good friend. And that's what I'm doing, just follow my instincts. Yeah, our first one was, we were a little more like buttoned up. I feel like this one we like let loose a little more, and we have to listen back to it to see which one we think is better. But yeah, man, life is fun. Business is good. I'm selling my house. I'm buying a 22,000 square foot building. All the logistics of that are all coming together at a weird time. It's crazy.
I'm getting a beer.
What?
I'm gonna get a beer.
Brandon's getting a beer. Brandon. Oh shit. Come back. You guys trying to run away from me? This looks like a half moon cookie with the two things.
That's cool though.
I can't watch this week because I have lots of work to do. Have a great show. Molly, that's okay. You don't have to tune in every single week. I love you, and you're the best. What should we talk about? How about Bitcoin?
Would you make your own Bitcoin name? Like that mimes Bitcoin?
No, I don't know how to do that. Like, you mean make my own cryptocurrency?
Yeah. Lowry
coin? Yeah. I mean, I actually am on board. I made $22,000 in Bitcoin the first time around, and I sold it in 2017. I now own a Bitcoin and a half, and it's up to $18,000, and I've made $10,000 profit on it. I buy in everyone that's into cryptocurrency, just getting behind one. Maybe I'm biased on that, but I'm not that powerful. And I see smart people talking about Bitcoin all the time because it's so interesting. And damn, dude, I mean, the US dollar, who fucking knows? I mean, it's all paper. It's not backed by gold. It could all crumble one day. Bitcoin. It is skyrocketing. That's why I bring it up right now. It is skyrocketing. Like 5 days ago, it was $5,000 less. If it was a Coca-Cola stock or a Tesla stock, people would be like, holy shit, why is it going up so much? Like, it's skyrocketing right now. It's almost near its all-time high. If you go to Google, type in Bitcoin, click on max, because it shows like 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, just click on max. You see it was way up, way down, and now it's going way back up again. Futuristic shit, man.
This is you on YouTube.
Oh, what up, YouTube? Yeah. Let's show YouTube to Instagram and see if it's like see if people think that's cool. I'm now also live with our new technology that we're testing out for the podcast on YouTube. By the way, someone asked me a question. That's how this shit works, and you can win money. Whoa! It's like, is it delayed?
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit.
That's cool. I feel like it looks better on YouTube.
Yeah, the quality. Yeah.
And if anyone has any questions on there, let me know.
Yeah.
Whew.
Soon they'll spend money on you, to ask questions. That's what they can do on YouTube. Like, they pay money to get your questions.
Like, is mine set up for that currently? Like, if someone wanted to go to YouTube and give me $10, could they?
I have to figure it out.
I don't advise anybody doing that because
I have to have a certain number of followers.
Why the fuck would you give me $10? Who would give me $10?
It's like when there's tons of comments, they want to get their comment first. So.
Okay, so it's a way to get your comment risen up.
Yeah.
That's cool, because if you're famous and a lot of people want to ask you questions, then you just get money.
It's also like a Twitch stream too, like you're donating because you want to support them.
Right. Donating because you want to support. I understand. You guys, if I had a Patreon, would you just give me money? Like why did Sam Harris? He does a podcast, a very intellectual, smart guy. I love listening to his content sometimes. He used to run ads and play ads or read ads for his podcast, and now he doesn't. And he's like, I'm not going to read ads anymore. If you want to, you can go to my Patreon and give me money. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm good on that, but I'll still listen to it. Like, I guess there are some people who give money. Would you ever give money, Brandon, to a podcast you like?
No.
Like if someone said,
because if I like that podcast, they're probably making money.
Yeah, right. Aren't there some stores or some businesses that sell a product and they're like, pay as much as you want? I guess every time I'd be like, oh, yeah, all right, I'll pay a penny. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just a dick, but I'm half joking, half serious, and 100% serious. But also, I also don't expect, even if they're big, I don't expect anyone to just be like, oh, here's money. There's got to be a reason. The way the economy works is if people give money for goods and services that add value to themselves, then that gives value back to the business, and then that business can hire employees and provide more value back to the economy, back to the people, and supply and demand. That's how economics works, and that's how a great society thrives and prospers. So I don't really believe in the principle of just giving money to people at this young age. If I'm old and I'm rich, maybe I would donate to charity or start a charity. A lot of people do and would. Right. So your point is, I'm just a dick. Nah, I know. I get it. It is like a thing. And it also is like I don't know, say you are Sam Harris, like I was talking about, and you have 100,000 listeners and you run an ad and you get $100,000, for example. That's $1 per listener. If you throw out the option to all your listeners to pay, some people pay $100, some people pay $5, some people pay a penny. It'd be interesting to see what the metrics are to see who makes more, or what option you would make more. Would you make more with $1 per listener, or if you leave it to the open market, maybe the average comes out to $1.15 per listener, and maybe that is actually a better ad model. So here you are looking altruistic when really your conversion is $1.15 per person to $1 per person, in which case you're making more money. Sell out fully. Sean Lowry podcast, mugs and gloves. Nico, sorry, I was getting a call that I should answer, but I can't because I'm doing my job right now. It's from the painters painting my house. But if I could, no one would buy them. Let's be honest. Get that money. I've never known what it feels like to have tons of excess money, because any money that I have now, I'm going to be poor once I buy my new building. Like it's always got the next thing to go towards. But I understand when people are older and richer that they're like, what am I going to do with all this money? And then that's when you start thinking charitably and thinking more, what can I give back? What can I do? And I could totally see me being like that. Like I'm not greedy. I'm just hungry for more out of my career. And I'm only 31 years old. Like I got a long way to go. So I always have the next step going, the next way to build up. And I'm sure that's what every other very charitable person, I love to use the example of Bill Gates, richest man in the world, used to be called a dirty, greedy capitalist, is now the biggest charitable person on the planet. So I just love that example because there's a lot of people like that. I don't know. Or maybe it's just him. I don't know. More honorable to not sell out and have your face on stupid tchotchkes. Depends what you're going for. Will the painting company be cleaning the pizza off your walls or just painting over it? Huh? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. One time in college, I kicked a hole in the wall, threw pizza on the wall. I was wasted. And then the painting company came and fixed the wall. Is that what you're referencing? All I know is I had a painting company come to my house because I'm selling it. We're trying to fix up the inside of the house. We go to work. They come. We came back from work, and the house looked a million times better. Inside, they did inside, and today when I go back home, I'm going to pull in the driveway and see what the outside looks like. They did the decks. They did the front porch. So I'm very excited about it. And I just ignored his call, so he probably hates me. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. Like I say every week, and I'll probably say every week of Drink and Grow Rich, I have one person is out there having a beer with me. And what's your most intellectual question? Brandon, like you're no, well, I was gonna say before you ask the question, I was gonna say it's hard to ask questions. Like you
I'm good at it.
Yeah, you're great at it. You're great at it.
So I think you're Drink Grow Rich.
And like I told you, and even with the opinion of the day, like I said, come up with good ones. Like you are awesome, Brandon. I just gotta say that.
I think because I'm talking questions, so
okay. So you're not even giving yourself credit. You're just saying like that's actually it's actually my best thing is asking questions. All right, well give me one.
Have you ever been with a girl with a tongue ring?
Have I ever been with a girl with a tongue ring? No.
Oh. Yeah.
I actually kind of look down on facial piercings.
Oh, I hate the septum, the one in the nose.
Yeah, and like now that I say it out loud, like I don't like to judge people. Like I guess I don't know. I guess I haven't actually had to look at girls in a dating type of style in 10 years because I've had a girlfriend. I'm now married, so like I just remember when I was like single and looking for girls, anyone with a nose ring, I was like, nah. And I don't know, something about it. Not a big fan. You're a single man, Brandon.
Maybe.
I
know I'm not dating anyone.
You ever hear back from Wanda? Was that that's off?
Over, yeah.
Couple dates.
She ain't
Brandon dated one of my employees for a couple dates.
Yeah.
I was like, Brandon, dipping into the company. Nah, I mean, I don't care. I have a super cavalier attitude towards people I know dating. I don't mind it. I actually kind of like it. What kind of workouts you getting into before sunrise? Joey G, good question. And the reason I post my workout every day is because how long ago was it, Brandon, that you told me, all right, every morning you post your workout? That was like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And we have a deal. Like if he doesn't ask me opinion of the day, he owes me $5. If I don't post my workout at 5 a.m., then I owe him $5. But the answer is very simply Orange Theory Fitness. I love Orange Theory Fitness. I love it. Shelby's early bird, and obviously the gym is very healthy for you. And for years I went to the gym every day at like 6:30 a.m. and I didn't know what to do. I'm not, what if I want to bench press, but all the bench presses are taken? It's like, oh, fuck. And then what if, like you run and then like, should I go like a mile? Like I'm not good at, I'm a disciplined person, but I'm not when it comes to working out, I'm disciplined with going to the gym, but I'm not good at giving myself workouts at the gym. So the beauty of Orange Theory is it's a set amount of time. You're on the spot as far as like, you're not just going to stop running when in the middle of a sprint, and they give you the workout. So I get an amazing workout every morning and I don't have to think about it. All I have to do is show up and the rest of the work is done for me. There's 3 sections. There's the weight room, there's the treadmill, and there is the rower. And like they give you little workouts. On the rower, you do like 100 meters, jump off, do some jumping jacks. It's different every day. And yeah, I like that. And Shelby thinks I should, in general, do more like weightlifting. I probably should. I'm addicted to cardio. I'm addicted to it. Like sometimes I go to bed and I'm just like, oh, I can't wait to get to the gym. Like when I walk out of the gym every morning, I'm high. I'm addicted to cardio workouts. I love the feeling of it every single day. And It's exciting. It feels good. And I go to Orange Theory Fitness every day. And I highly, highly, highly suggest it for anyone who's interested in getting into fitness. Orange Theory Fitness is incredible. I love it so much. And you always leave OTF like you jump into a pool. Yeah, sweaty. Looking like I jumped into a pool. I mean, I'm a sweaty guy. Like, I sweat a lot. And even the coaches say that. They're like, oh, Sean, like, you okay? And the other fun thing about it is everyone who doesn't know Orange Theory, they think that it's like competitive because like your name's up on the board and stuff. They have competitions, like they have milestones, like you have the mile run like once every 6 months, and like they say who like does the best, but it's not a competition every day. But up on the board, they just have everyone's heart rates. And they say your goal is to get to 12 splat points, which means 12 minutes in the orange zone. So that's like if I'm at 10 and I have like a couple minutes left, I'm like, I gotta get to 12. So like it's competition in that way, but it's not a competition versus the other people every day. But it helps me to quantify the points. Like it helps me out. Like, and also if you're at like 80, I don't know exactly how the heart rates work. You have the little thing on your arm, but 84%, it turns from green to orange. So if I'm at 82% on the treadmill, I'm like, I gotta get to 84. So it just helps me work harder, do it, stick to it, stay an hour, not just jump into like the sauna and like do a few, like it just gives you the structure of the workout, the time frame for the workout. And I love it. I love it so much. I'm always staring at the damn screen. You do Orange Theory? Big Meat, you do Orange Theory? Dimitri? Oh, me too. It makes it, okay, I admit I'm addicted to screens. Who isn't? I'm addicted to my phone. I'm always staring at a screen. So like, since I have a screen addiction, it does help to have a screen for the workout. Like, 81. Oh, I gotta get up to 84. Like, and it makes it, yeah, I love Orange Theory. Noticing any specific positive impacts with the business since going to Orange Theory Fitness before? Not with the business. I mean, I think the question would be like, does going to the gym give me more energy, and that more energy helps me run my business better? I've always been waking up early and going to the gym, like ever since I had my business for the past like 8 years. And if I was doing a shitty workout or a better workout, I don't know. No, I don't necessarily feel like I have more energy. I don't know. I always have a lot of energy. I've always had a lot of energy. Actually, Joey G, one thing about me and you, especially in college, is I remember us always being one of the last people awake. And even when I was in like grade school and I would go to a sleepover, I was always one of the last people up. I've always been up late. I've always had a lot of energy. So going to the gym, I think, is just good for, I don't know. I've always been active too, but I've always had a lot of energy. So it's hard to be like working out, not working out. Honestly, I have had a lot of energy in both places. I've been fat before. I've been up to like 203 pounds, and I've been down to
203 is not fat.
Well, yeah, not for you.
203, I'd be like, damn.
Well, yeah. Well, Brandon, like your weight loss challenge is going great. You're over 400 pounds.
Yeah.
For me, 203 is chubby. I'm like fat. The most I've ever weighed is like 203, 205. And I'm fat, and I look bad. I'm fat. I've also been down to like 180, and I look skinny. I look good.
That's crazy, a 25-pound difference, though.
I mean, it makes a huge difference in how I look. Like, it makes a huge, when I'm 203 and when I'm 183, I look like so different. And I look different, and I'm less healthy at 203. I have the same amount of energy the entire way through. Like, when I've been fatter and chubbier, I still have the same amount of energy. It's weird. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's like I'll stay up late and I'll probably have an extra meal. Like when the business is going well and I don't have to stay up as late as much and do crazy hours and I'm on a healthy lifestyle, I don't like it as much. I like having to do crazy shit. My sister's a GM back in DC and she hooks it up with the sessions when we're in town. It's cool. I mean, Orange Theory is like, I guess, kind of expensive. But I mean, I think it's worth it. You do have an incredible motor. So do you, Joey. What's more convenient now that you experience both automobile types, Tesla or gas? Convenience being the key. Dude, that's a stupid question, even though I love the question. It's stupid it's a stupid answer. The Tesla is life-changing. It's life-changing. I'm somebody who's a terrible driver. Nico, you've driven with me before and you've been scared. Out of all the people who've driven with me, I would say about 45% are scared. And I'm just a bad driver. I just don't. The Tesla drives for you. I mean, I can't sleep. It's just so much safer. It's so much safer. It stays within the lines. It goes straight. It goes the speed limit. And it's had a big impact on my life as far as convenience. It's far as if stress is a thing, or if worrying's a thing, or you know the feeling you get when you're like, and like you almost turn the wheel, like like those things never stressed me out to begin with, which is probably why I did it so often. Like the Tesla is incredible. The driving itself feature is a real thing. It has an impact on your life. Anyone who has a Tesla, unless they don't use it, I think they would agree that it has an immediate impact on your life, because you don't have to do the mundane. You still have to be in the mode where you have to do the turns. You have to, it's incredible. It has an incredible impact on your life, the fact that it drives itself. The charging is not convenient is what I thought. Dude, oh, that's what you're talking about? 0%. Okay. When I drove home once from Charleston to Pennsylvania, it was so fucking inconvenient to have to charge the car. It sucked balls. It was terrible. Absolutely the most inconvenient thing ever. But in my daily life, literally, I've never, ever, ever one time ran out of battery. Like, all I do is go to the store and the office and around town. Like, it's not going to run out then. You can always get back home. Like, so as long as you're in your daily life, I just charge it at my garage. I've never once plugged into a charger in Charleston that's not my garage. So it's 0% inconvenience charging in my regular life. On a road trip, very, very fucking inconvenient. Very fucking inconvenient. It sucks. Usually, when I drive to Pennsylvania from Charleston, I take a day out of it. It's a long drive. I'd make a day out of it. And, me and Shelby don't stress about time. Like, it is what it is. But, god damn, with the charging stops, dude, we only had to stop maybe 6-7 times. But you stop for gas 5 minutes. You stop for a charge an hour, 45 minutes, an hour. And then, say you leave at 86%. Because you're just like, I want to fucking go. And here's the worst part about it on a road trip. If you speed up, drive faster to get to the charger faster, it takes more battery. So it's like a fucking conundrum. And it's very bad for long distance trips. Very bad. Very bad. Honestly, if I had to drive to Pennsylvania again, I might rent a car. But it's amazing in your regular life. Oh, actually, but it's amazing on the highway. I didn't touch the steering wheel for 300 miles. So that part's nice. So just Elon Musk, make the battery last longer and we'll all be good. It's the future. It's the future, baby. It'll get better. And not only will the driving get better, also the battery will get better. I think it's funny to think about in the future when people look back on 1920 to 2030, an 110-year stretch where people drove cars on their own. They were going to be like, oh my God, dude, people drove cars with like a wheel? Like they controlled it? What if they were drunk? What if they were tired? What if another car jumped in front of them? What if a deer jumped in front of them? They're going to think it's insane that we controlled our own death machines. Like, did people die in car accidents back then? Yeah, a lot of people. It's tragic. It's going to be a funny thing to look back on that people drive their own cars. It's going to be silly. All right, Brandon, what do you got? A question?
So, why do you like tits?
We're going to give away the topic from the podcast? All right, we'll give a sneak peek from me and Hecker's second podcast. And let me know if anyone has a good opinion on this. We said, what is a societal norm that if it didn't exist, would you think it's crazy? Hecker said, like, the happy birthday song and the Pledge of Allegiance are super weird. Imagine you live a normal life and all of a sudden you go into a restaurant and everyone's singing in unison. Or you go to a classroom and all the little kids are standing up pledging to a flag. Like, the question was, what are weird social norms that we just accept because they're normal, but if they weren't normal, they would be super weird? And I said, liking tits. Guys like tits. Okay, if you're a guy and you're watching this, you probably like tits. Is it biological that we like tits? Is it like, obviously, biology is evolution, and the strong survive, and people who want to repopulate the earth are the ones that continue to survive and have kids. So we're attracted to females that can give us strong kids because that's evolution. We can't help it. It's wired inside of us. That is factual. That is what has made the human race survive for a long time. But what a juicy chunks of meat have to do with it? Like, it's so weird that we like it. And then Miley Cyrus talks about like freeing the nipple, free the nip, you know? Like, okay. And then a guy might say like, yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, all girls with no shirts on. Okay, I bet you that would make us hate tits because, I don't know, old ladies, and like it would just normalize it, and like it would make it like, if our entire lives, if we went to the beach and the pool and guys and girls wore bathing suits and took their shirts off, I don't think that it would be as sexualized. Like, I don't know. It's cool to drink when you're under 21. Maybe the fact that they're always covered up is part of it. On the podcast, can David Hecker rivalry of Tony Perkins and Pat Finley to the Trump versus Biden heavyweights? Tony Perkins. All right, so I'm assuming that that's a better question for Hecker, but I'm assuming that Tony Perkins is Trump and Pat Finley's Biden. Like, Pat Finley, I think, is like the chubby, cute guy who likes the girl and Tony Perkins is Ben Stiller. We are eventually going to get the podcast to go live where like people can chime in. And I got to admit one thing about heavyweights. Joey and Hecker and you guys always used to quote it in college. I am Laws. Where are you from, Laws? Far away. You guys always used to quote it. And like the first couple of times you guys quoted it, I never seen it. And I was just like kind of like laughing along and like pretending like I knew. And then when I eventually saw the movie, I was probably like 23. When I first saw the movie, or 22, like later in college. And I fucking loved the movie, the best movie ever. And I would like knew all the lines from when you guys always quoted it. You 100% agree on that. It would be horrible, right? I'm not for freeing the nip. It would be horrible. In Europe, the normalcy that girls don't wear tops at the beach or pools and whatnot. Let's keep it how it is now. We like it. It's cool. It's like, if everyone had their shirts off, it would be weird. So let's keep it how it is now. Provocative questions, Brandon. But Miley Cyrus is the one who says it, right?
Yeah. Would you have sex with Miley Cyrus?
Would I have sex with Miley Cyrus? I'm a married man.
Oh, I forget.
But I mean, about single, sure. I mean, I like Miley Cyrus because she's famous and she's pretty cool. One thing me and Hecker talked about in the last podcast, I don't want to give too much away, but whatever. There's not that many people in here. Is we said, who is one celebrity you have the biggest beef with? Who do you hate that's a celebrity? Or like just, who do you hate? He had a really good one. Chrissy Teigen. I'm not a big fan of Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah, I'm not.
Big tits and big hips are a sign of being sexually fit.
Yeah.
So it's biological. I thought about that because we talked about the milk and of being sexually fit. I think you mean
women with big hips apparently attract men.
Yes.
It's birthing hips.
It's right, and that actually makes more biological sense than the breasts. I mean, they would be milk. I like just as much milk come from little or big. The hips thing, I understand from a biological element that just naturally, like because what I explained about evolution and survival of the fittest. But I'm not sure about the top half. Like, I don't see how that. Wide hips, I understand because it's more of a naturally attracted to because you want to have a mate that can birth a baby. But the top half is a questionable. To have a healthy baby and produce milk. Produce milk, I guess. I did say that. I thought about that. Like produce milk. Yeah. So biologically, that's why the attraction's there. Fair. I trust biology because I have no damn choice. So let's just still everyone keep your shirts on. But it's more female versus none. It's more female versus none. Looks more male. Yeah. I mean, females want to have an attractive mate who will make sure their kid's attractive. Like, I mean, yeah, looks and personality matter because you want to have a kid that has the best life possible. So you want to make sure your kid has good looks and good personality. And so you want to find a mate that has good looks and personality. That makes you want to have good looks and good personality. So that's why you work out. That's the motivation for entire life is actually biologically, it's like to have kids. You want to have kids. Like that's what humans exist to reproduce. And also biologically towards the female sex. I don't know exactly what you mean. I see a button down here. I don't know. I clicked on it. I don't know. But the celebrities that I said that I hate is someone that every single person loves, and you have to tune into the podcast to find out who it is. Hacker disagrees with me. Brandon disagrees with me.
Someone else.
I fully stick to my point. Come up with someone else that I hate?
Yeah.
I mean, I hate John Legend, too. I don't know. I guess it's just politics a little bit, but, like, it's easy to say you hate, like, I don't know. I kind of hate Don Lemon, but, like, anyone who virtue signals is an easy one.
That's the word I was asked for the other day.
Virtue signal.
Yeah.
Yeah, virtue signaling is the worst. Like, oh, you wear a mask on the boat. Like, really protect a lot of people out there on the boat. Fat holds estrogen, so big boobs equals estrogen. And estrogen equals more baby production? You have to speak in full sentences, Katie, because I'm trying to piece together what you're saying. But I think we're on the same point. You're saying biology, men want to birth kids. Kids need to be able to come out of the body and they need to be able to have milk. So naturally you're attracted to those parts of the body. And women are attracted to men who have good personalities and are handsome because they want that. So it's the estrogen part. I'm not 100% sure. Like estrogen, that's like a female hormone. That's a female hormone, right? Like if you're gonna have a transgender, if you're gonna be transgender, you get like estrogen. Yeah. I'm gonna wave to these people coming in. Let's take a chug, everyone. You chugging over there, Brandon?
Yeah.
I wish that one thing wasn't there right now because I would slap this around and do a 360. They're pretty cool. Brandon's been working.
What?
You guys said estrogen is an old Civil War ship. That's funny. That is from Anchorman. Ron, we need more diversity. Diversity. An old Civil War ship. I watched the movie lately. Obviously, it's from Anchorman. Anchorman's very funny. I watched the movie recently. Old School. You know Old School, Brandon? Vince Vaughn. If you don't know, you don't know. I mean, I think that's one of the movies you'd know right away. He's like, we're going streaking. Dude, amazing fucking movie. And it holds the test of time, too. And they start a fraternity. Wow, dude. Old School is the funniest movie. And I remember that we used to watch it in grade school and quote it all the time. So we'd knock on someone's door, and they'd open up and be like, I'm here for the gangbang. You laugh if you saw the movie, Brandon. I know my jokes are good if Brandon laughs. But that puts a lot of pressure on you. That means it has to be funny. I did a fake ad read on the podcast today with Hecker. Well, actually, no, it was a real ad read. But it was making fun of him. Old School is top 5 comedy for me. Amazing. You're my boy, Blue. Nico actually showed me Old School, LOL. It is kind of from, I mean, I was in like 7th grade when it came out. It came back on like Hulu or HBO or something. I actually love how, it's funny. Okay, Netflix, right? Netflix, HBO. They have all this content. They have all these movies. Like, why don't they just make them available all the time? Why do the shows go away and then come back? Why do movies, if HBO has Old School or whoever has it, why don't they just have it available all the time? That shows you, here's a Drink and Grow Rich, like it's supply and demand, and it's like, it's marketing. It is obviously, if Old School is there all the time, you would see it whenever you wanted to, and then it would be there. We make a lot of our sales. We have a 10-day sale. People are buying it. A high percentage of the sales, the biggest day of sales will be the last day because we send out an email that says, flash sale ending tomorrow. Like there's something about like the introduction of things and the taking away of things, the supply and demand element of it. It sounds stupid, but it makes people, it really works. It really works. When it also is so stupid, I probably said this on Drink or Rich before, but I think about it all the time. My business is booming. My sales are off the chart this month. Point being, I sell products online and I sell like $20, $40 items. $19.99. $19.99. So fucking stupid. It's obviously $20. Why would you say it's $19.99? Out of all the things that I've sold for $19.99 or whatever, 99, whatever, 95, sometimes I put 97, right? $18.97, $26.97, $26.99. Out of all those fucking pennies, if I could have had the same amount of sales that I've had and just went up, I would have probably more money. I actually never, ever thought about the actual 3 cents. Wow. Oh, my God. I never thought about the actual 3 cents. I never, like, if I sell something for, oh, my God.
Wait, I messed up.
Okay. Obviously, if something's $20 and you're selling it for $20, you want to say it's $19.99 or $19.97. That's a sales tactic that has proven the test of time, right? You with me?
Yeah.
So I do that all the time. Everything I sell that's on sale ends in a 99 or a 97 or a 49 or a 79. When items are on sale, they're at a different price, right? I never once thought until just now that penny, or if it's for 1997, that 3 cents, I'm losing 3 cents.
How much product have you sold in 7 years?
A lot. That's my point. If everything I ever sold for 1997, I sold for 20, and I had those 3 more cents, that shit would add up. Oh my God, I never thought about that. Holy shit.
3 cents.
Dude, 3 cents times, all right, what's 3 cents times 100,000? Oh my God, I'm sorry for anyone who doesn't give a fuck, but I'm going to pull it up. Brandon, you got a calculator up there?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
All right, so let's just look at today. All right, so today, you guys want to look with me? Just today,
$3,000?
today we have $16,000 in sales, and we have 368 orders. All right, so it's 368 times 3 cents. 368 times 0.03. It's $11.
That's a day, though.
It's $11. So today, if the persuasion element works of selling something for 0.97, it would probably increase in at least one more sale, which is worth that $11. Okay, so if I go to this year from January 1st to November 20th, we've had 111,012 orders. So that's 111,112 times 0.03. That's $333.
And what? How many days?
Since the beginning of this year.
Oh, dang.
So $3,333.36. That's weird that it's like.
What would you do with $3,000?
I mean, honestly, like, I think now that I'm looking at that, like, I think that
you would have blew it on in a Atlantic.
No, I think that I wouldn't have that if I was selling it for 20.00. Like, I think the value of selling something at that price point, the psychology of it, which has been proven time after time. You sell something for $20, you put it on sale for $19.99, you'll get more likely someone to buy it. That's proven. That's psychologically proven. And I think it's because someone wants it and they say they need to justify buying it. So they say, it's only $19. And like they always round down if they want it. So I think there wouldn't be that many sales that weren't for that. Therefore, it's worth doing. It's worth doing. Like, I wouldn't, if I ran the sales and I put them all at the even number, I wouldn't have those $333,000. So psychology is weird, man. Just like guys like girls with tits and hips, like selling something for a penny less, the psychology of it works. The supply and demand of a flash sale works. There's these basic sales principles that work, and you just have to do them. You have a sale. It ends tomorrow. You send out a message that says, sale ending tomorrow. If someone doesn't want it, it's not going to make them buy it. If someone wants it and they know it's going away, then they're going to get it at that point. And that is a sales tactic. And for 5 years, every single time we say the sale is going to end, it does end. And that trains your customers. We have a lot of United Monograms customers, and we do train them in a bad way, in a way, because a lot of times they wait for sales. They wait for deals until they buy things.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, if you raised all your products by $1, you think they'll still buy it?
We actually are doing that right now. Like right now,
because I don't even know. It's probably like second.
Yeah, right now. I mean, okay, so the post office raised their prices, and we've had a lot of problems with our suppliers because of COVID. Like, we've been getting stuff from more, like, our margins have been squeezed a little bit. Our sales are at all-time high. Our margins have been squeezed, but in order to keep those margins the same, we used to be free shipping over 50, then it was free shipping over 75, and I changed that around. Right now, it's free shipping over 90. And like I said, this is our biggest sales month. And shipping under that used to be $4.95. Then I brought it up to $5.95. Now it's at like $6.95. So I'm trying to do those little margin things to increase it. And also, the lowest price thing we used to have would be like $14.99, a white t-shirt, a white sweatshirt. Like, now it's like $16.99. And Shelby's actually the one. It's funny because I'm the one doing all the numbers, running all the ads. I know where all the money is. Shelby's just going by her instincts. She also does the purchasing, so she knows. She's the one like, this price needs to be more. This price needs to be more. So right now, we have a lot of products on sales. We have a lot of sales. And if I were doing the same exact deal that I'm doing now, like 8 months ago, the prices would be lower. So I've essentially raised every product on my site by $1, and I don't see less people buying. Like, so it's more about the fact that it's a sale and the fact that the time is running out than it is the actual price. I hope you know United Monogram customers are watching, because we're talking about sales tactics. The other thing I do every single time. This sweatshirt is $29.95 all the time. You buy it, it's $29.95. It's on sale for $22.99. I take that $29.95 and make it $32.95. So the $32.95 is crossed out and the $22.99 is the price. So it's $10 off, $10 off, $10 off. When really, it's actually only $7 off. But the marketing term of $10 off or 40% off or 50% off, there's been products that are $24.95 and I say 50% off and it's $16.99 and I make the cross out price $32.95 to say 50% off.
I can just see your face when you're doing it. You're like,
I'm not doing. I'm just. It's standard procedure. It's standard procedure. I'm obviously good at selling products online, and this is the type of thing. It's standard procedure. Is that immoral?
No.
I mean, if somebody said it was immoral,
it's a feel good. You're giving them a feel good if they're getting a good deal.
Here's the thing: they want the product.
It's like giving them drugs, basically. Like they get this high if they get a good deal.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You're providing them that feeling of I got a deal.
Yeah.
And that is if it weren't for that chemical adjustment in your brain, then you wouldn't buy it. You wouldn't get that feeling. And that's a plus. But ultimately, they are buying the product that they want.
Yeah, but they don't remember how much it costs. Like,
exactly.
They remember how they felt because they got a deal.
But also, they want the product.
Yeah.
So that's what I was talking about training the customers. It's like our customers do know we're eventually going to do deals. So we put out new products. And people, they want them. They want the product. They want it. Like, they love this product. I'm so proud of how much people genuinely want our products. I feel blessed. I feel lucky. Get out of here. I'm so blessed that people want our products. But they wait for the sale. Katie said targeted ads work. Well, of course, because you want to know why targeted ads work? Because they're targeted. That means you want it. That's it. If you want something, then you click on it. And if you click on it, that means you want it. And the ad that's run to you is an ad for something you clicked on. So it's a targeted ad to you because you want it. And the other thing is I don't know the specifics, but they absolutely listen to you. The iPhone, Google, Facebook, they listen to you. I hope that everyone out there saying the word monogram, their phone picks it up and Facebook runs an ad to them for my products. I'm great at running Facebook ads, but I got to admit, a lot of the sauce in there, we have great products. A lot of the sauce in there is Facebook's algorithm of knowing who to serve it up to. And if you had the perfect algorithm, the perfect strategy, and the perfect price point, and the perfect everything, and you raise the price, you said 50% off, but don't want your fucking product, you're not going to sell shit. You have to provide value to the market as far as a product that people want. So if you don't have that, you don't have anything. And then if you have that, all these other things can help deliver it at a higher percentage. And that's business. Do you think phones listen to you when you talk about things?
Yes, hell yeah.
100%. Now, here's my question. Apple owns the device. Apple owns the device and Amazon owns the Alexa. So how does Facebook know? How does Facebook know then? Do they have a deal? Because the device is the one that listens to you. Alexa is obviously planted in our homes to listen to us. Come on. Okay, like a year ago, I said, hey, Alexa, buy me a Monogram sweatshirt. Every time I go to checkout on Amazon, right underneath the checkout, it says Monogram sweatshirt. Like it picked up the words perfectly. It stored it and it's showing me it because I said it. You don't think they're not picking up everything we say? Of course they are. Now unplug your Alexa. You're fine. Me and Shelby barely use our Alexas. We have one upstairs, one downstairs, and they're plugged in 24/7. Like we're just giving it to them. Like, and honestly, what does Amazon want to do? They want products, and that's fine. But they own the device. Facebook, Apple owns the device of the phone. They're hearing you for sure. But Facebook, they don't own the device. So how are they listening to you? And I don't know the answer to that, but I know they are. I would always say that the sweatshirt is the regular price is $32 and cross that out and say your cost is $29.95. That's only $3 off. You gotta go less than that. If my sweatshirt was $32 and I was putting it on sale, I would say it's $24.97. And then I would raise the price up to $34.95. And I would say $10 off. $10 off. And that shit works. That shit just works. I would like to hear somebody, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have a good point, that would say that is immoral and wrong and divisive and bad. And I feel like I would have trouble winning that argument. I mean, I guess my argument back would be they want the product. I'm helping trick their brain chemistry into giving them the thing they want. I don't know. And like want to know what the other amazing strategy? There's this famous folklore in sales. And it's this guy had a shop. He had all these products. And he was going away for the weekend and his business was doing terribly. And he hired someone else to come in and run the business. And he said, I want you to take everything and make it 50% off. And just when I come back, I want all this shit sold. The person running the company for that weekend made a mistake. He said, I thought you said I want you to mark everything 50% up. So he raised the prices 50%. And when the guy came back, everything was sold because a higher price makes people think the product is more valuable. That's like Gucci, right? That's like anything that is super overpriced on purpose for the sake of perceived value. That's another strategy. And that strategy takes a little more patience and branding. It's a brand thing. When I said I trained my customers, it's because they know the brand and they know what we're going to do. If I just held the line, never did sales, sent out emails, ran ads, and all the time the price never was, I would love to run that experiment. I've done 12 million sales in my life. If I did the same exact life, same exact product, same exact amount of ad spend, and on one life, I discounted the products, and in one life, I kept the products at the same price, but maybe a little higher, I would love to see what the revenue was. I'm going to say the one that I'm doing now would be the higher one, but there's certain brands and certain lifestyle products, Gucci, Versace, they're the best examples of a $400 t-shirt. You're buying it because you want to say that you bought a $400 t-shirt. And better than saying it is you want people to know that you bought a $400 t-shirt. So that means that your brand has to never put stuff on sale, always have a high price point. Your margins are incredible. You have less transactions, but your cost per conversion is really high. So that might make up for it. And then it gives you that brand aura of we're the high-priced item. That's not the way my brand is, but that's another strategy. And that strategy takes some it's like a war. It's like hold the line, don't put it on sale, don't put it on sale. And it takes a little more discipline to grow that type of brand. Yo, man, thanks for the clue you gave me the other day. Now we're dating. This man gives the best advice.
Oh, one of the pickup things, probably.
Tell me more. Negro Meme 69. That's what his name is. I'm not making that up. I'd love to know exactly what you're talking about, but honestly, obviously everybody loves helping people. Of course, I love helping people. It's the best thing in the world to help people. And I heard a really good quote the other day. And it was actually from David Meltzer on Twitter. Everyone says, start with why. What's your why? Start with your why. Start with why you're doing it and then figure it out. Okay, so my why is I want to be fulfilled in life. I want to be happy myself and make other people happy. That's so vague. I've always had trouble with start with why. Start with why. This guy, David Meltzer, who was on my podcast, the movie Jerry Maguire was based off him. He's like a millionaire businessman with a podcast. He posted, he said, start with what? And then figure out your why. And I said, whoa, I tweeted him back and I said, whoa, I never heard anyone say that before because I like that. I said, why would you, everyone says start with why. Why do you say start with what? And he's like, because everyone why is the same. Everyone's why. Why am I doing this? Why? Why do I want to start a business? Why do I want to have a family? Why do I want to do the things I want to do in life? Everyone has the same answer. They want to be fulfilled. They want to be happy. They want to help other people. Everyone has the same why. Make the world a better place. Make the world a better place. Help other people. Be happy. That's everybody's why. So I really like to hear that. And I actually agree with that. Start with what? Start with what? Because so many people, they say, start a business, follow your passion. Follow your passion. Start a business. Do what makes you happy. And why do you want to do it? You want to do it to make the world a better place. That's confusing fucking advice. It's okay. Well, I want to make the world a better place. I guess I'll start a charity. I guess I'll go help kids in Africa. I guess we said earlier, Bill Gates helped more people ever, and he sold computers. Like, it's confusing advice to a young entrepreneur to tell them, hey, go make the world a better place. I'm a kind person. I want to make the world a better place. But I have figured out that you got to be selfish early on. You got to sell something for $29.99, even though it's $29.99. So then you got to make money. You got to build businesses. And if you're going to build a business, you have to be like, okay, my objective is to build this fucking business. And that is sometimes like a little squirmy. Sometimes you gotta fire people who don't deserve it because they suck. They're good people, but they suck. And you have to fire them or else you're going to waste all your money. It's business is cutthroat. That's a fact. So I can be cutthroat combined with being kind, but I'm not morally going to fall into some virtue signalers who are like, oh, you got to be. No, I can be a cutthroat. That's business, man. And that's cool. That's fine. Ultimately, who's going to be able to help the world more, me or you? If I get to be as successful as Bill Gates or on, then it could be me. Not to mention all the people that you employ, you give them money. So it's like, start with what? Start with what? What can make money? What is a good market to get into? What is a market that is not being served? Is it pizza toppings? Is it monogrammed clothing? Is it shoe inserts? What is a thing that people want that the market isn't giving them to for a good quality or a good price? That is business. That also helps the world because people buy things they need and they want. So if there's a piece of the market that isn't being served, it's a shrewd business decision and it needs intelligence to be able to find that, to get into it. But also, it wouldn't be the market if it wasn't desired product by people. That's capitalism. That's capitalism. Credit card companies are fucking assholes, man. But they do provide value. They give people money that don't have it at the time they need it. I mean, payday lending services are known to be the biggest fucking dick businesses out there. They take your paycheck, they take all of it, and they give you cash. Fuck them. They're like, a lot of people say that payday lending businesses are evil. Well, why do they exist? Because people clearly need it. And if you take it away, are you doing good for society? I don't know. It's not your job to be the moral judge of everything. If the market wants it, the market wants it. Cigarettes. Bad for you, right? I mean, there's a market. Like, are cigarette people, is Marlboro a bad company? They're serving a market need, and they're not the moral police. They're a capitalist business. I don't know. I'm not the moral police, you know? And if I was the moral police, I'd be so should the government regulate tobacco? Yeah, it probably should. Should the government regulate alcohol? Yeah, probably should. That's where the government comes in. It's like the government is an entity that governs, and they don't have financial needs, and they also serve the people. So it's like that's why government exists, to be the mediator between the needs of the market and capitalism and the needs served by the consumers. Like part of a capitalistic society, if no one's ever read it, best book, Adam Smith, written in 1776, The Invisible Hand, Wealth of Nations. It's the original book written about capitalism. The Wealth of Nations, it's called. It's by Adam Smith, 1776. It was written a long time ago. The fact that it is the same year America was founded is just a coincidence. He was British. He was English. The Wealth of Nations, capitalism. One of the important parts of a capitalistic society is an educated public. Because heroin, I'm sure, is awesome. I've never done it. I'm sure heroin's awesome. And I bet you a business could, if no one knew that heroin was bad for you, you could sell it to everyone and make tons of money. You could charge $5,000 and anyone would be like, yeah, give me that heroin. Like, but if you're educated and the public is educated and they know that heroin is bad, then they're not going to buy the product. Part of a capitalistic society is an educated public. And the government comes in with education a little bit as well. Hey, Sean, how you been, bro? Honestly, I'm fucking great. Blue Moon's the best. Yo, Meme69, you never told me the piece of advice that I gave that helped you. I'd be interested in knowing. J for Prez. J for Prez. Would you really want to be Prez? Would you really want to be president, Jay? Your Instagram name is J for Prez. You really want to be president? Would you really want to be president?
Are you going to run when you turn 35?
No. Not when I turn 35, no.
55.
No, I mean, one thing about being president is you can't like really, it's so.
Not everyone can get it.
No, obviously that. But like, it's not really like being power hungry is bad. Being power hungry is bad. Being money hungry, I think, is better than being power hungry. Especially from, and that's why people think Wall Street's bad, especially from an entrepreneur standpoint. Being money hungry means that I'm money hungry for business. I want money not because I want to go buy a boat. I'm never going to stop working. I'm never going to stop trying to provide value to my customers. I want money because I can take that and do what I'm doing, buy a building. I can keep investing back into the game that I'm playing. And that is fun, exciting, and I have to provide value to the society in order to get that money. That's capitalism. Politics is dirty because it's like power-hungry people get in there. And power should be given to people who don't want power. That's like George Washington, you be the king. No, I don't want to be the king. It's immoral. That is like one of the foundations America was built on. It's not good to be power hungry. It's not. So like for anyone to say, I want to be president one day at a young age, it's like, oh, well, why? Like, why do you want to be president? And that's why I ask, what's your answer? And whatever your answer is, all right, Brandon, I say, you want to be president, and you say yes. Why would you want to be president?
It'd be fun.
It'd be fun. It would be fucking would be fun. It would not be fun. There's only one reason I would want to be president. It would be for the legacy. Absolutely.
I would like to say like all the cool speeches and shit.
You would like to say all the cool speeches?
Yeah.
But like, of course. I mean, that's part of like what about writing the speeches?
Oh, you always have a script writer.
But like you hire the script writer. Like you're the one saying the message.
Yeah.
Like it's not a fun job to be president. The reason that anyone would like it is because they're psychotic, which maybe I'm psychotic. I don't know. The only reason you want to be president if you're psychotic, or the moral reason would be for your legacy. I think you live life because you want to live on after you die as long as possible. Am I drunk? Yeah, kind of drunk. But I'm doing my job. It's my job. I have to come on Instagram at 3:30 every day, get drunk, and talk to about 8 to 10 people. And that's my job.
You're consulting them.
Yeah. So, that's what I get paid the big bucks for. Now, the truth is, I'm just a borderline alcoholic looking for an excuse. NYC, noise. What NYC? What does that mean? What, like NYC? Nice shirt, nerd. Kevin, if you were in front of me, I would tackle you. Kevin, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? And Katie, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? What do you think is the most influential position in America? It's a great fucking question.
Katie's in the room.
Katie, that's going to be the winning question as of right now. Because that's a great question. The most influential position in America. Dude, why aren't you guys having Thanksgiving? I'm going to Aunt Stacy's.
What's that for?
Anyway, this question is incredible, and I have to think about it.
Well, do you think LeBron James is more influential than Donald Trump?
No, I don't. But I wouldn't say that the most influential position in America is the best basketball player. The most influential
He's the best athlete in the world.
I feel like the most influential person in America isn't a what, it's a who. Like, it can vary. It can change. It's not like there's this one position, and this one position, whoever it is the most influential person in America. It's more, you said, what do you think is the most influential person in America? I don't think there's an answer to that question. I think to answer your question with a question, it would be, who is the most influential person in America? And at any point in time, that could be a different person. Meaning what I just said. Like, and I'm trying to think who it would be right now. I mean,
Trump lost his status.
Who do I think is the most influential person in America right now? Honestly, like, it's gonna be sound fucking corny. Like Joe Rogan, it's somebody who you have to look at.
But does he influence?
Yeah. It's somebody, okay, so any political figure, because I don't think it's the president. Who influences him the most? There's probably a delay, yeah. Like, it's hard to trust any politician or anyone in politics because they're so deeply ingrained in politics that whatever they're saying has an angle to it. So, like, it's almost like it can't really be a politician. Like, I think Joe Rogan might be one of the most might be the most influential person in America. Or I'm trying to, like, that's like my world, like young men, like not like a Hollywood celebrity, because they almost have a political agenda too. This guy says the most influential person in America is Pop Smoke.
That's a saying, dude, bro.
I mean, honestly, like, that might be your most influential person. Like, everyone has their own. That's the answer. Every single person, their number one influences. Every single person, their number one influence comes from one person, and that's different for every person.
I got a question.
So, like, it's almost an unanswerable question, and it's not the president, unless it is the president. It depends. What's your question?
Do you know anything about the Jeezy Gucci Mane rap battle that happened last night?
Real quick, Joe Rogan doesn't reach most of America. You're right, it doesn't reach most of America, but he reaches more than CNN. He reaches more than NBC, more than Fox. Joe Rogan's podcast on a daily basis gets many more views than all the local news networks. So, like, it is the number one podcast, and that's not based on, like, me liking him. It's a numbers thing. So that's actually not necessarily true. He doesn't reach most of America by percentage, but out of anyone reaching America, he is a very high percentage. No, I don't know anything about that. Okay, so Brandon asked me if I know anything about the rap battle between, who was it?
Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy.
So, like, when I hear Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy, I think of, like, 2012.
Like, Twitter was all about it, Facebook was all about it. I didn't even know what was going on, but it was apparently huge.
What, do you know anything about it?
It's this thing called Versus, and they had, like, a rap battle, and it was on Apple TV and Instagram Live, and LeBron James was watching it. And, like,
well, do you know anything about it?
From my sister, I didn't know, like, they were like, who?
Because I don't have any input because I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
All right. So I like the question. No, I had not seen it, but it sounds interesting. And Kevin's saying, back check, Joe averages 200 million views. and the population of America is 325 million. I mean, I don't think that over 50% of the country listens to every Joe Rogan podcast, but like, he was just
People
one
listen to it twice.
Yeah. Some people listen to it twice. Yeah. Some people listen to it 11 times. Like, but who does America listen to most? Because half of America might listen to CNN, half might listen to Fox News. Like, we don't trust rappers. We don't trust. Like, when I hear Joe Rogan talk about this stuff, like, it sounds. Kevin, go eat beef liver pills. It seems a little personal. I don't know what that means. But who is? I mean, apparently back in the day, Walter Cronkite.
Who the fuck is that?
He is an ABC, NBC news anchor from the 60s that everyone listened to. There is who?
Did he abuse his power?
No. Who is the one person that everyone listened? He was a news anchor. And it's who everyone went to listen to trust.
Would you agree that Oprah was the most influential at one point in America?
At one point, was Oprah the most influential?
Yeah,
maybe. Oprah is definitely a good answer. Oprah, I feel like.
I mean, that was basic TV. Everyone.
Another person is like Howard Stern and like Tony Robbins. Like, there's absolutely like stages of influence.
But you're eliminating like females. Will females listen to Tony Robbins? And I mean, think everyone listens to Oprah.
Here's the question: who is the one person in America that a majority of the people go to be influenced by?
Jesus.
And honestly, Brandon said Jesus. I'm not religious.
Or Allah, because Muslims.
I'm not religious, but I think religion does have a value in a society. For that, Jesus is a good person. Help people, be kind, do the good things. Don't do anything immoral, you go to hell. If everyone follows those rules of Jesus, then that's who we should listen to, and that will make the world a better place. So, like, I don't personally believe in religion. Like, I think when we die, it just goes black, like just like it was before we were born. And I think that's fucking sad. I wish I didn't believe that. I wish I believed we go up to heaven and get chocolate cakes and shit like that. But I think a majority of the people believing in God and is good for society. What are your thoughts on Snoop Dogg being gay?
The fuck? I mean,
one thing I gotta say about Snoop Dogg,
he probably fucked a lot of girls to the point.
I don't know if this guy's just making a joke or if there's just a news article that came out right now. Snoop Dogg gay. Like, one thing I gotta say about Snoop Dogg is that motherfucker. Speaking of long-spanning times of influences, and Oprah used to be more popular. Like, Snoop Dogg has been relevant for a long time. As far as he's in the Corona commercials. We were talking about Old School earlier, the movie Old School. He's in that. Like, Snoop Dogg has done an amazing job of personally branding himself through 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, into the 2020s. Snoop Dogg is one of the most epic personal branders of all time. And goddamn, it is. I'm not saying this from a personal perspective because I've never been relevant. But think about all the people, especially in sports and other elements of life, that have been relevant and are not. Staying relevant is impossible. I mean, Eminem, Lil Wayne, like, you just mentioned Jeezy, Young Jeezy, and who else? And Juju. They're not relevant anymore. Like, it's so hard to stay relevant, is my point. One of I saw on Twitter this morning, randomly, I guess I followed them, Freddie Prinze Jr. Like, Freddie Prinze Jr. was the biggest movie star in the 90s. What's he doing now? He's doing like a podcast or something. It's very hard to stay relevant. Very, very, very difficult to stay relevant. And people that stay relevant for a long time, you gotta give them respect. I'll take my 50 minutes of fame anytime now. Like, it's hard to stay relevant, and you have to respect people that do it for a long time. Damn, dude. Time flies, dude. It's 4:45. Katie absolutely wins with that
Katie,
question.
your cousin?
Yeah. She was asking questions earlier in it, and dude, who's the most influential person in America? That's a great question. Or what is the most influential person? Like,
what's her take? What's her, like, answer?
What's your answer? You're still here, Katie. If anyone wants to beat her out right now, I always give the option at the end.
You always do.
Yeah, I do. I mean, if anyone has a better question, you got like 30 seconds. But goddamn, that's a good question. And it's a compelling answer. It's not a position, it's a person. The person could be different. It's a very thought-provoking question. All right, Katie. Molly, I thought you had work to do. She said, go ahead, Brandon. Not sure what she means, but.
Who said that?
Molly, who tuned in the beginning, said, I can't tune in today. And at the very end, she tunes in. Katie, amazing question. Okay, not sure. She's still here. You're the winner. You're the champ of This Dream Grow Rich. Exactly. Whoever influences the most influential. You finished like a champ, Molly. You're amazing. I love you. And I'm so happy you won on Live at Lunch. And Katie, you're the champion of this episode of Dream Grow Rich. Cheers, everybody. Happy Friday. Listen to the podcast coming out next week. It's going to be good. And just fucking appreciate how amazing life is. And just be thankful for all the great things you have. With Thanksgiving coming up, don't take it for granted. Be thankful for every single thing in the world. I love you guys. Peace out. All right.
And cut to.
Can you see, like, was anyone, like, can you see if there's people there on YouTube?